man, oh man, oh man. It's been some time since the last video, but we're back and we're rolling. We received a new map in 9.20 and it's my job to show you guys where to break the map. Nebelburg. So I want you guys to focus on the A1 position. This is absolutely bullshit. From the south spawn you can easily move up here. As you can see, this slope is clearly... You can climb this slope with every tank in the game. That's what I'm trying to say. If it's a hold down tank, you're like a Kranwagen, you're godly on this position, right? And now, if you look at the north side of this mountain, you can't access it normally. You have to climb. And it's so power creep, or what, the imbalance is so retarded. Why? Wargaming, why? I have no clue why they put in something so retarded, but hey. It's in the game. And if you try to move up from here, as you can see, you get shot up from the city. You can spot all the way to that road and you'll get shot. And from the other side it's safe. Like, you what, mate? That's just uncool. This climb is really easy. Traverse backwards and forwards up here. Wiggle a bit. Make sure you don't move too far up the mountain and move to this position. And what you try to do right now, I was trying to get more up, like more up the hill, but it didn't work out because physics or something, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, well, this is clearly working. Like you're on the edge of the little cliff, and I'm like, dude, really, really? Do you know that feeling when you delete the recording? Yeah, well, that happens. I should stop deleting stuff with shift delete so I don't lose it immediately. Anyway, you go up here, wiggle or rock backwards or forwards while traversing on the spot. Get here, and I should have gone forwards immediately like this, yeah. Right. There you go, son. Really nice. Okay, so once you're here, you can go up to almost the two red lines. But what's the point? What's the point? You'll spend most of your time, like a minute plus, reaching this position. And for what? To get shot to death? Nice. This is the highest point you'll get. Or you'll slide down, of course, but you know. And here I'm just trying to give you some examples if you wanna shoot from this position. Oh, hi, thanks. Thanks for the push. So, okay, if you want to shoot, you have to expose yourself way too much, at least in a bad chat that is. You have to expose yourself like this, all the way from here. And if you want to be safe, well, if you can be safe, like the city has still shots on you. And up from the church they still have shots on you. And now the church doesn't have shots on you, but the city does have shots on you. Like, no way to stay safe. So it's an absolute bullshit position. Oh well. Wargaming paid a lot of attention to block the goats on this map. They did an okay job with the invis walls, but it's been done really inconsistent. First up we have A9. You go up behind the northern base and try to climb up like this. Wiggle a bit, it's really finicky in the bad chat. Goes way better in a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen, but sadly I don't have the tank yet. While driving here you might notice some traction that you might expect from grass. I don't know why that is, but yeah, you have enough traction to go up everywhere. So once you're up, you're like, oh yeah, great, now let's go. And there's the wall. Nope. There's an invisible wall on the entire northern part of this mountain, so it's really inaccessible. And you see me here trying to get up, but nope. RIP. Next up is shortcut. I don't think this is useful at all, but hey. I had to do something while I was on this map for a while. Right. Ah, breaking defense, really. B7 is next up, and this is really hard in a budget. I spent, I think, around 20 minutes trying to get up until I got like the nice approach like that I have had here, and that made it quite easy to go up from here. Yeah, only this part was a bit finicky. I was like, how do I... what? And now I tried to keep traction with the right part of the tank on the grass and reverse up. And it actually works. it takes a long time to get here, and it's really hard. And once you're up here, you knock over the tree, and yeah, and that's it. Perhaps it is easier in the Swedish tank destroyers, but nah. Up next, B9. There used to be stairs on this position. Well, we've broken them, and now we're just going up with a bad jet. Thanks to the guys in the training room for pointing this out. Like you can see in the chat, they're like, "Oh, I told you, man." Like, yeah. So you would expect invisible walls, but like, why? Why are there no invisible walls here? Doesn't make sense. Oh, there it is. Yeah, nice. It seems like they just put the invisible walls on the parts that seem accessible. Because at the start of the climb, I would have put an invisible wall straight there, but Wargaming was like, nah, you can't go there, right? Nah, it's okay. And now I try to sneak past the invisible wall and see where I can get up. I'm like, oh, this is going great, this is going great, excellent. And there's the ball again. And now I'm just trying to get past the invisible wall. Like, come on, man. And here I find the break. I'm like, oh, nice. Here's the corner. Well, it's nearly inaccessible. What I've tried to say, they did an okay job with this part. Like, I can't go up higher than this. It just restricted it with an invisible wall. Which is okay, but it's kinda lazy. Someone in the training room actually suggested to put a timer, which, like when you go out of bounds, which makes me think of Battlefield and games like that. If you go out of bounds, then they will just remove you or kill you on the spot. Next up, C8. Well, this was really easy to spot, like with the naked eye. What up? Only thing I did here wrong, or what I did wrong, was try to go up like this. That was too greedy and too much brute forcing it. Instead of just going back here, using the speed from this position, traverse, hopefully maintain traction. And at this point I want to note how important perspective is in climbing. Because while I look at the slope like this, I try to work on this edge, like just right of my tank. And when I turn the camera, it gives a whole different perspective like this. I'm like, whoa, wait a second, I can just drive forwards. So whenever you're climbing, make sure you have, like, you look at the slope correctly. And E4 is up next. We wanted to just have some fun and try to get on this rock, but alas, it didn't really work out. Well, we managed to kill each other and get stuck all the time. So E6. This might be really overpowered. It's a bit finicky. Hugging the rock, getting your tank next to it, then turning upwards. But once you're up, you don't have to use the right side. It's OP. And E7. Well, you kind of guessed it. Going up here. I would suggest this position is really good for late game. I can't see anyone getting here at the start of the game with everybody aiming middle. But if you can get to this position, then it's really good with all the bushes. You can outspot everyone and never get spotted, I think. Just look at the look down the distance to cover. Oh man, it's so good. I love shortcuts. I absolutely love shortcuts, and I hate roads. So I'd rather pick the mountain to go up than the road to the right. Feels good, man. 8-0. Wargame was like, invisible walls? Nah. We have rocks in the way. That should be good enough, right? Well, no. No, they're not. Seems like they're slacking in the invisible walls department. Like, if you put rocks, then it's cool. Oh, the only way to keep goats out is to put rocks and invisible walls. Well, this is kind of useless. Like, yeah, maybe we get here, but yeah, I don't know. Next up is J2. This was one of those invisible wall climbs. I was like, come on, let's get it. You try to move fast forwards and along the slope, but the invisible wall just pushes you off. And you're like, dude, come on. K7. This was the first position that I saw where I could just go up to the red line. My heart was filled with hopes and dreams. I was really looking forward to getting all the way to K1. See all the hopes and dreams. I'm climbing up. I'm like, yes! No. It's a wall. So now I just traverse. Like, there was a wall again. So I'm like on the very edge. Trying to get as far as possible. This is just derping around, trying to get past the invisible wall, you know. Here to the right is an invisible wall, so I have to move like this. It's really finicky. Trying to stay on the mountain. Come on, do it! Oh, invisible wall, and yeah, can't go any further. Yay! Much fun. Nice. Well played, Wargaming. Next up, K8. I thought this one looked really cool. It looked inaccessible. Then I was like, no, let's just try it. Let's try to get the traction. Like, oh yeah, baby. Nice. Thanks for shooting me, OI. Thanks, man. And here I'm trying to do the same as before. Along the edge, past the invisible wall, but it just pushes me off. And last but not least, we have K0. Oh. Nice. Well, you're getting up the rock and then the invisible wall is like, nope. I'm like, man, really? Oh well, nothing you can do about it. And I'm stuck. See how I'm floating in the air? Nice. Nice. Good game design, yeah, good game design. Thank you all for watching, and be sure to keep an eye out for my 9.20 climbs on the changed maps.